What is happening right now? Why is every single body now getting inclined towards PM Narendra Modi? Why is all the world's greatest economy is only finding India to be the valid option, or should I say the vital option for another trade? Do you know this one thing that Donald Trump was craving for Greenland like anything? He even mentioned in that Davos Economic Forum that by hook or crook, I am going to take the entire Greenland, even if I have to use forces or anything like that. He also said that if European Union is going to stop me, I'm not going to listen to them, and also I'm going to impose 10% tariff on them. He was so much ardent, or should I say determined, to take Greenland. But suddenly we heard the news yesterday that he no longer feels like he's going to annex the entire Greenland. He is backing off, and he will talk to NATO, and then they both of them will have this joint deal, and they're going to supervise the entire Greenland, so that China and Russia cannot, buy it or get into it and all of that. But if I may tell you, there's one reason why he was so inclined towards it. Europe has always said that Donald Trump is nothing but a chicken out. What is a chicken out? A person who will say a lot of things but he won't implement it. Like there's this one saying in Hindi कि वो जो बादल गरजने के होते हैं वो बरसते नहीं हैं. तो फिर वही चीज है. Out here also we can see this one thing. European Union used this one move. European Union said that I'm going to do the mother of all deal with India, which means that India and European Union, their entire 27 countries, are going to do trade with India without tariff, without subsidies, without import duty charges or something like that. So there won't be any such extra charges, or if there will be, it will be reduced to 95 to 97%, which is a huge number. Now you see why India is so important. India is so important because India is a loyal partner. India is democratic, and India has a vast market. I mean, India is the second largest population in the entire world. That is making all these people actually get inclined towards India right now, and that is why all of them are actually getting inclined towards India. If we talk about the entire European Union, we talk about UAE, we talk about countries in the Middle East, we talk about even Taliban's came to India and had a trade deal. So you understand how this is inclining towards India. It's not because PM Narendra Modi has a very charismatic personality and because of the he has a good vision, but on the other hand, India is giving them a market which everybody seek for. See, you need to understand this one thing, that 27 countries in the European Union has a population around what, 45 crore. In India it's above billion. So you need to understand this one thing, it's almost more than a half a percent. So that is what they're getting in India, and plus India has the spending capacity. Out there, if you see, German cars have been rolling down like anything. People love BMW, Skoda and all of that. And if you talk about many other sectors also, India is a vital place where startups and all are growing so fast. And that is why European Union thought this can be a very good time, that we can actually ditch Donald Trump and we can actually go to India. And that is how the deal came up. And then when Donald Trump listened about the entire thing, he said, oh my God, if this happens, it's going to be a great loss for America, because European Union have been friend of America since a very long time, and he cannot afford to actually not have trade with European Union. It is going to be a big devastating point for the US, and the kind of hold he has on the world. It cannot be done because the US and European Union are almost like a brother and hands in hand like that. So that is why US President Donald Trump said, I'm not going to take Greenland, I'm going to supervise it with the help of NATO, right? That is how European Union fought from US President Donald Trump, which was almost looking impossible even after declaring it in front of the entire world. They did it with the help of PM Narendra Modi and India. You need to get that India is going on a verge from where nobody can stop it to coming down. And not just that, it's not we are only growing in terms of economy, it's about we are getting a profitable business and bilateral talks and trade deals, which is so important right now. Now coming on the Middle East part, what happened with UAE? When UAE got to know that Saudi Arabia is sidelining the entire Middle East to its side, every single Middle East, I mean Qatar, Oman and all of those countries are actually going towards what, Saudi Arabia, because they have a fight with Yemen. Now, what happens in Yemen is that Yemen's central government have been talked with, having good connection with UAE, but its rebellion group is having good connection with Saudi Arabia. So out here, Saudi Arabia and UAE had a fight that, okay, why are you not, coming on a mutual sense? And also, Both of them wants to become the king of the entire Middle East, but only one can become. The same fight is going on between Russia and China in Asia as well. So similar kind of fight was there also. So that is why now, since UAE found itself, it was sidelined because of the wokeism he was having, because of the modernism he was having, because of the Islamic regime which he was not following to an extent, how those Saudi Arabian countries, Saudi Arabia and Middle East countries were forming. So that is why he was just sidelined. And there, UAE found a friend like PM Narendra Modi. UAE president traveled for around 7 hours to meet to PM Narendra Modi for just 3 hours. Do you even understand? That is a big thing. What UAE does not have in nowadays. UAE, Dubai is one of the most lavish and most wanted and desired tourist spot right now. Their economy is going so well. UAE and entire UAE has grown so well. The everything is out there is working really well, but they are not having trustworthy connections. They're not having the nuclear asset as much. They're not having defense ties as much. And if you talk about Donald Trump, now nobody wants to actually go for a deal with Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is one such unpredictable man that everybody is really scared of, because he almost had this animosity with Canada, Mexico, and then the entire European Union. And now everybody is actually, really pissed off, and they don't know that whether they can deal with it or not. Now, coming on the Asian part, if you see the Southeast Asia, if you really get into the entire thing, you see how Southeast Asian countries leaving India have already are into a debt-ridden situation, and Saudi Arabia made connection with Pakistan already. So obviously UAE has to make connection with India, because वही बात है ना, दुश्मन का दुश्मन तुम्हारा दोस्त होता है. It's almost like that. So that is what UAE have been following for so long, and that is why UAE also came into the level where they can only make it into India, because other Central Asian and all of that, Taliban and all of that, they won't come up for a trade deal. Now, if we talk about Africa is again dealing with their economic crisis and all of that. So in India is not dealing with any such economic crisis. India is looking like a vital market to everybody, and that is what have played a major role in this entire scenario. So that's all for today. That's how India is rising right now. If you like such geopolitical scoop whoop, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe Global Shark. This was Shiv Chitranshi signing off. Thank you so much for watching us.